let you know, Sheridan. How'd the two of you meet? Sheridan, you tell me. Simple question, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is. Chris and I have known each other for a while. He's my friend.
Sheridan may always love Louise, but they're not a couple anymore. Sheridan's my wife now, and Louise is no threat to our marriage. Sheridan, what's going on?
Oh, Louise is resting.
I'm talking about what you just did. I saw you take off your wedding ring and put it in your pocket.
I'm sorry. I should have told you what I realized I need to do.
What are you saying? Are you leaving me to go back to Louise? I'd hate to think that you're leaving me to be with Louise.
Chris, look, I'm not leaving you. I love you.
But you love Louise as well.
I don't deny that. But I'm not leaving you to be with Louise. I told you I'm committed to you and our life together with James.
Then why did you take off your wedding ring?
To make things easier on Louise. It's gonna be hard enough for him when he finds out that we're married, but to tell him now would be too hurtful. I thought you understood that.
I do. And I agree that we should wait to tell him that we're married, but...
If I continue to wear your ring, Louise is bound to notice. But he hasn't so far because he's so overwhelmed and his vision is still compromised.
I understand what you're saying. But I still don't like it.
I know. And I'm sorry. I appreciate you going along with this. But you know, wearing a ring isn't the only thing that means that we're married. Because in my heart, you and I are husband and wife. You are the man I'm committed to. You are the man I plan on spending the rest of my life with.
You're sure about that? I don't want to lose you, Sheridan.
You won't. What is it?
I've been watching you with Louise. And I could see the bond you have with him. And how incredibly strong it is. It's a little overwhelming at times.
I'm sorry it upsets you.
Don't be sorry, Sheridan. Be honest. Before you promise to live your life with me, be sure you can live your life without Louise. Answer me, Sheridan. Can you say goodbye to a life with Louise?
It's no secret that Louise and I are soulmates. And we've shared love through the years, throughout all our past lives. But in each lifetime, we never ended up together. We're always separated.
That might have been true up until now, but in this lifetime, things are different. This time, Louis didn't die after all. He's alive and expecting to live out his life with you.
I know, and that's never happened before, at least not that I know of. Every time before when we were separated, that was it until the next lifetime. It's as if we've been handed a second chance, a chance to get it right.
I can't imagine how tempted you must be. To love someone for eons, only to have them taken away over and over. And now to have them back. Ready to fulfill a dream that's been denied you for ages. I know I'd be torn if I found out Maureen was still alive.
You would?
But then I'd choose you. Maureen was my past. You're my future. The question is, am I yours? Now that Louise is back, do you know without a doubt that you want to stay married to me? Or do you want to pick up where you left off with Louise?
You were there when Agent Hall told me that Luis died. It was cruel enough that I lost my son, but to lose Luis on top of that, I would have just shut down completely if it weren't for you and James. I would have drowned in sorrow, but instead I found new purpose, new joy, new love. And it's not the same love that I feel for Luis and Marty, but it's just as real and meaningful. I love you, and I'm committed to you. And yes, Luis will always be a part of my life. He'll always be a part of my heart. But I'm married to you now. And of course, I still want to find Marty so that he can be a part of our family. But to leave you to go back to Luis, that's just out of the question.
Are you sure about that?
Luis and I got to the point where our love just wasn't enough. He cost me my son because he wouldn't or couldn't take that leap of faith that would have changed everything. And yes, I feel bad that I sent him away, that I insisted he go look for Marty. I acted out of hurt and anger, and I regret that. And I could even pretend now that none of that matters now that Luis is alive. But I'd only be fooling myself. The truth is, there is no going back.
Even if Marty's found?
Afraid so.
So there's no way that you and Luis will ever reconcile?
You're my future, not Luis.
I believe you, Sheridan.
I will tell Luis that we're married as soon as he has the strength to hear it.
Dear Sheridan, Mr. Lopez Fitzgerald is anxious to see you.
Is Luis all right?
Go on in and see for yourselves.
Luis, you almost look like your old self again.
Yeah. Nurse helped me get cleaned up.
What's the occasion?
Oh, Chris, you've been a really good friend to Sheridan. Helping her look for our son. And not to mention the fact that you saved my life.
Nothing's necessary.
Still, I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for you. So, I want you to be part of this.
Part of what?
Mr. Lopez Fitzgerald?
That's what the nurses call me. Yeah, right. Let's get this show on the road.
I'm ready when you are.
What show?
What's going on?
You must be Sheridan.
How do you know who I am?
Luis described you to a T. Now I can see why you were in such a hurry.
Hurry for what? Who are you? What's going on?
Now we're even.
Even, I don't understand.
Well, first, I thought you died in a boat explosion. Then, you thought that Alistair had killed me. And then Antonio got in the way. After that, it was Beth. And, well, I wanted to make it official before anyone else gets in the way. That's why I called the Justice of the Peace here, so that he could make it official and marry us tonight.
Oh, my God.
But, Luis...
What? Can you honestly give me one good reason why we shouldn't get married here and now?